Okay, welcome to FHH, Monday Night Showdown. Let's go. TB12 and the Bucks versus the Giants. As Tarin was saying right before we started recording, we get a lot of Giants action lately. So, what do you think for this one there, Big Tear?
I think we're getting too much Giants action lately. That it's really hard to pick a game that I think is just going to be a slaughtering. You got, again, back-to-back games where you got an offensive line that can't really hold up against a really good defensive line. And the Bucs D has looked awesome this year. So, again, I lean to that defense. And I think you just do slaughter stacks, as in 5-1s, 4-2s, and lean towards Tampa Bay in this one. If you're going to run it back, I think you go to Shepard probably. You could go Shepard, Tate, Slayton, pick one. Don't take a running back. The Bucs run D's been awesome. Brady, I actually wrote under my captain spot, Brady. And I just think he spreads the ball to so many guys. Even if you look at the box score last week, Scotty Miller was the standout. But Brady threw for, I think it was 4 and 360. And so he's been awesome lately. He's thrown for 5 and 4 in the last couple weeks. I think the 5 was a few weeks back now, but he's been spreading the ball around and he's been playing great. Gronk's back ever since OJ Howard went down. Gronk's been catching 5-6 a game for 40. He got a touchdown last week, so he's playable. Mike Evans was shadowed last week and didn't have a great game, but I don't expect him to be shadowed I do expect him to be shadowed. That's a good point. James Bradbury plays for the Giants, and he's been one of the best corners, actually, of the year in the Giants area. So I would once again avoid probably Mike Evans and lean towards Scotty Miller, lean towards Gronk, lean towards Godwin in the receiving core. And then Ronald Jones kind of started to get pulled out of that game last week. So Fournette's back. I think I would go Fournette this week. I think they'll try to get him more involved. If Antonio Brown's in the game, I guess you can consider him. I do not think he's going to play this week. I think he'll take some time to get into the offense. And then outside of that, one guy I would lean to on the Giants could be Wayne Gallman. He saw a lot of action last week, and he's more of the pass-catching back. Dion Lewis has fumbled like 3 or 4 times when he's had to come into the game, so he hasn't looked good. Devontae Freeman's more of a ground guy. He hasn't been getting that many passes. Gallman came in and he was actually in the winning showdown lineup last week against the Eagles. So I could see that. I'd fade Daniel Jones. I'd fade the Giants defense probably. And I'd just run with them Brady stacks, maybe running back some Gallman, some Shepard, mix in Tate, mix in 1 or 2 of the guys you want and let it run.
Yeah, the only thing I was thinking is... I was thinking that you're going to, in any of your games, well, maybe not all of them, but a couple of them, I was thinking you should go the double tight ends, Gronkowski, Ingram. I think that could be a unique play. You also touched on Leonard Fournette. I'm pretty big on Fournette. I think he could have a pretty good game as well. But yeah, I mean, I'm thinking probably going to throw in some TB defense into there too. Yeah. And again, I think it's the 5-1 stack, very minimum 4-2. But anything over that, like unless we see a big upset and then we look like idiots, I think you're looking. I don't know. I'm going Tom Brady all the way.
Yeah. The 4-2s are only beneficial if this game gets out of hand and the defense scores a couple, right? Because then the Giants are going to play more, and in a full PPR, DraftKings, which is full PPR, you're getting a point per touch. So if they're just dumping off to Wayne Gallman or dumping short passes to Shepard, they're actually going to end up with more points if this game just goes up 21-0 and then Brady's just running the ball the whole game. So it's the only script you could tell that would avoid Brady, in my opinion, but I think I'd have him in most lineups.
Perfect. Well,
yeah,
that's a wrap on some Monday Nighters in Week 8, and we'll see you guys for Week 9.
In the new house.
And Tarin's in his new house in the next videos, hopefully. So if he's not, well, things went wrong.
Yeah.